And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome to the stream, everybody. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about CS2 Skin Predictions. What are the investments to be investing in right now before it's too late? And I'll tell you guys what I mean by that exactly in today's episode. So get ready, get your pens and pencils out, guys. We got a lot of interesting topics to discuss. So, let's get started. I see a lot of you guys are in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Smash the like button if you find value from this content. How you doing there, Snowy? Is Berlin a good investment? We'll discuss that in a second. We'll do a little bit of Q&A at the end. And yeah, let's get right into it. So, the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is what I think is going to play out over the next few weeks. And I'll tell you guys what I mean by that. So, if you guys look at the Armory, there are 11 days left for the deagle, just the deagle. I think most people are expecting and predicting that the deagle is going to get removed and all these items are going to remain for the foreseeable future. And the real question is, are they going to replace this deagle with something new? Are they going to change something with it? Are they going to give us a different skin? Nobody knows, but we're going to find answers to that in the next couple of days. We will also most likely get the Shanghai sticker sale. The Shanghai sticker sale, these items will go on sale for 75% off. So keep, so keep that in mind, guys. These items are gonna go on sale and we're going to get a new limited item potentially. So those are two very big events that investors need to watch out for. With that being said, I predict that early next year, in the first couple of months, or not next year, this year I should say, sorry. In the next several months, people are going to start panicking. People are going to start giving up on Armory. People are going to start making YouTube videos about how terrible of an investment Armory items will be. And I expect that they're going to drag on the Armory sale, or the Armory for the foreseeable future. So I predict that with the Shanghai sticker sale, plus the introduction of a new limited edition item to the collection in the Armory for another 3 months. They're probably gonna extend it another 3 months. Investors and players are going to start to sell and panic and give up on Armory. They're going to start FUDing. F-U-I-D. Fear, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, I guess I should say. So there's going to be a lot of FUD. There will be FUD. There will be FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And that means that prices will come down. Naturally. So I think prices are going to come down naturally for a lot of these items, for a lot of the skins, for the gallery cases, for the charms. People are going to start dumping these investments. And because they're going to start dumping these investments, they're going to put that money to work in other sectors of the CS economy. They're going to transfer that money elsewhere. They're going to start adding new money into other pockets of the market. And where do I think they're going to end up? Where do I think this money is going to end up? I think that there's going to be a rotation. There's going to be a rotation early next year. And it kind of already has begun, and it kind of has already started, but I'll just, bring it up now. The reason I'm making this live stream now is to tell you guys to prepare for it, because that's what I anticipate will happen. Remember, this is a prediction stream. This is what I think is going to happen. We will ultimately have to wait and see if this plays out. But I think there's going to be a rotation early next year, sometime around March, when players, get kind of bored of the Armory. They get fed up with Valve not giving us a clear timeline, not giving us an end date, just being very vague and just milking these items and just jacking up their, not prices, but the amount of money that they're making from it, right? So I think that there's going to be a rotation into a couple of things, but primarily I think there's going to be a rotation into cases. I think there's going to be a rotation into rare, discontinued / drop cases. These are rare drop cases. And I've been making videos on them. I've been talking to you guys about the Spectrum 2s. I've been talking to you guys about the Horizons. I've been talking to you guys about the Danger Zones. I think Danger Zone is really, really underrated. There's gonna be just, people are just gonna start buying as many old cases as they can get their hands on. And obviously some cases are gonna do better than others. Some cases are gonna outperform others. Some cases are gonna grow more than others. And I've already made a cases investing video. I've talked about it in great detail, the ones that I'm interested in buying. These are just some of them. I think that there will be a rotation into old cases, but it's not just going to be old cases, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get into some skins and some other pockets of the market that there will be profit, but I genuinely think that, heading into 2025, we saw cases drop, rare drop cases. We saw these cases start to rise, and I think this momentum is going to continue, especially when the fear, uncertainty and doubt starts to kick in and investors get impatient with Armory. They're going to start exiting the ship and moving into something that they see is rising, something that they see is stable, like some of those older cases that I've mentioned in previous videos. So where does that leave us? So what I'd recommend is, you got two options, ladies and gentlemen. You got two options. Your two options are either go full into cases, which is risky, full into cases early, right now, go into like those, your favorite cases, whether they're Danger Zone, whether they're, maybe some people like to invest in Phoenix, Breakout, Spectrum, Chroma. I don't care what you invest in. Any of those cases will rise. I'm pretty confident that that next year, or this year, I should say, is going to be a good year for cases, no matter what. You could either go full degen into cases, which is risky, right? It's risky. But you buy in early. You buy in early before the masses do, before most people do. You buy in now while prices are still kind of low off of their all-time highs for many of these items. Or you just continue to do what you have been doing so far. You continue to stack gallery cases. You continue to grind gallery cases, I should say. Grinding passes for stars and redeeming stars for gallery cases. As long as you can get the gallery case with your stars for, or let me rephrase that. As long as the gallery case is over, this is why I have to write this down, sorry. As long as the price of the gallery case on the Steam market is above 84 cents US dollars, then redeeming stars for gallery cases is worth it. It is profitable, it is smart, you should be doing that. I will stand by that. Everything else, I would not spend your stars on. I would not spend your stars on charms. Very, very, very low likelihood, very small probability that you're gonna get a rare charm. Weapon skins are also kind of a scam. I would avoid them. Stickers, maybe you go into some elemental stickers, but I would personally wait for the dip, wait for the fear that I expect is gonna happen halfway through the year next year. 4 months from now, we're almost near the June major, and the Armory is still in the game and people are fed up with it. Prices are gonna go down. That is when you buy the elemental stickers. That is when you buy the skins, where you buy the charms. The only reason I would recommend buying some now is if I'm wrong. If this prediction is wrong and they get rid of the Armory as a surprise, if they get rid of them earlier than expected or earlier than we predict, you at least have some exposure to it. You know what I mean? Like, you dip your toe, you nibble a little bit now just so that you pack a little bit of your bags, not your full bags, not your full positions. You buy a portion of it now, just in case. And then when the FUD comes and prices crash, that is when you swoop in and you buy a lot of shares and you buy a lot of skins and you buy a lot of cases and stickers and whatever you invest in. That to me is the strategy here. That to me is how you outperform other investors in the market. You buy when people are selling and prices are depressed and everyone has doubt, right? You don't want to buy when everyone is making money and prices are going up. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that in mind. So going forward, I would highly recommend, yeah, you continue to grind your passes, get your stars, get your gallery cases, and we'll see where this goes. I think, yeah, like I said, cases are going to do very well next year or this year. There's going to be a depression on these prices, and we're going to make a lot of money because inevitably, eventually, these items will get recycled, guys. If you've played this game for longer than a couple of years, you know how Valve operate. You know that they like to, you know, extend events and milk out as much of the sale and as much money from their users as possible. So obviously they're gonna extend this for longer than you anticipate. Like, I'm sorry, but like, there is a very high likelihood that Armory is gonna, you know, last another 6 months, maybe even longer. And as investors, we have to be okay with it because when they remove it for good. There is not going to be another graphic collection with the same exact skins ever again once they remove it. The question is, when do they remove it? We just have to wait and see. And you as the investor need to have the capital, the money, the funds ready to buy on any weakness, on any dips. That is how you make money. You buy on the red days. You buy on the, you know, the days that the prices are going down, when there's a sale. You don't buy when prices are rising. You don't chase, you know, a spike in value in price. You want to buy early, you want to buy often, consistently, and you want to buy at lows, not at highs. So with that being said, there's also a couple of other factors that we need to pay attention because this year could be a very, very good year for skins in general, the skins economy overall. Not just gallery, not just cases. This could be a very good year for a lot of asset classes. I don't know if you guys have paid attention today. I actually made a tweet about it. I was thinking of cashing out some crypto today because one of my cryptos is up like 15% in one day. That's an insane, you know, ROI. So I was thinking of cashing out one of my cryptos. I posted about it on my Twitter, on my X, fano CSGO. Yeah, follow me at fano CSGO on Twitter. Shameless plug. But what I mean by that is, there's a lot of asset classes that are anticipated, or people are hoping that they're gonna do very well this year. And if you're one of those believers that, you know, thinks that crypto is going to do very well this year, there's going to be a bull cycle that continues. It's going to expand outside of Bitcoin. It's going to go to all these altcoins, meme coins. There's going to be like, you know, meme coin mania. If you think that, you know, the US is going to start cutting interest rates, for those of you that follow economics, you know what that means. If you think that Valve are going to eventually release an updated version of their VACnet, so if you believe that crypto bull run continues this year, if you believe that the United States Federal Reserve will cut interest rates further, making money cheaper to borrow and money, you know, easier to access, allowing you to speculate more, to invest more into alternative assets like skins. If you think that that is the case, that we're headed in that direction, and if you think that VACnet will be improved this year, more cheaters banned, more ban waves, right? More cheaters banned, a better experience for you know, players and you know, users. If you believe all of that, coupled with the fact that we're gonna get 2 majors this year, one in Austin, one in Budapest, this is looking very juicy to me. If all of these things come true, either this year or by the start of next year, I would not be surprised. Then expect a skins market bull run similar to that of 2021 and even 2023 when there was the CS2 hype. Meaning a lot of in-demand skins will reach new all-time highs. A lot of skins that, you know, did very well last cycle, a couple years ago in 2021, hit all-time highs, went down, hit new all-time highs in 2023 with the CS2 hype. They've gone back down. Those same skins, you should expect appreciation in those same skins. What are those same skins? There's tons of them out there, guys. Go after skins that you think will look good on train. Go on. I urge everyone listening to go on an inspect server map or on train, the new train map, and inspect several different skins. See how they look. See how they look under the light, under the rain, and prioritize flashier, shinier looking skins. And invest in those skins. Invest in the skins that pop. Invest in the skins that look good on train. Why train? Because it's the newest map that was released recently. And there's a lot of rumors circulating that later this year, we're gonna see new maps, new game modes. You best believe that those new maps in the future, whether it's this year, next year, are going to be similar to train. They're going to make our skins look even better, even flashier, even cooler, especially some of those Dopplers, some of those fades, some of those like really colorful skins. Those are the skins that you want to be investing in. Those are the skins that you want to be buying now early before the hype, before the news, before everything, falls into pieces, it falls into place or piece later in the future. So I would prioritize Dopplers. I would prioritize fades. I would prioritize, Vulcans. I would prioritize Poseidons. I would prioritize Desert Hydras, the Desert Hydra Mirage. Guys, imagine they get rid of Mirage 2021 collection in the souvenir packages. Imagine they get rid of Mirage from competitive map pool. Let's say they get rid of minus Mirage and minus Vertigo. That could very well happen this year. That they get rid of these two maps and replace them with Overpass and Train. That could very, very well happen this year, guys. These skins, especially the Desert Hydra, the Op Desert Hydra, will see a spike in demand overnight. Why not buy one now when the price is off of its all-time highs? If you've always wanted one, now would probably make a lot of sense. So keep that in mind. Go after those types of skins now, early. You don't want to buy when prices are at their highs. You want to look at their charts, look at their prices, and buy low. You want to buy off of the all-time highs. And you can also buy knives, like when I say Dopplers, go after, Karambits, go after M9s, go after the, even Talons are pretty good. I would say go after older knives, go after butterflies. Can't forget about butterfly knives. Obviously, these are more expensive, so if you don't have the funds for them, that's fine. Take a look at something a little bit cheaper, but prioritize quality. There's no point in buying a Karambit Urban Masked or a Karambit Stained or a Safari Mesh. There's no point. Just because it's a Karambit. Invest in quality finishes. Invest in the items that look good, that people like. Not many people want a scorched M9. It looks hideous. I'm sorry. Most people want an M9 Ruby or a Huntsman Ruby or a Huntsman Emerald or a Butterfly Emerald. That is where the demand and quality and the future of skins and the prices will head, in my opinion. So that's what I'm prioritizing as an investor in these particular skins. So that's something very important to keep in mind. Another thing, ladies and gentlemen, that I have to stress here is in June of this year, this June, if, and this is a big if, emphasis on the if the Austin Major is bordered, I do expect Copenhagen and Shanghai to start moving upward. I'm not saying invest in Copenhagen now. I'm not saying invest in Shanghai. I am just saying I would not be surprised to see these newer majors, these more recent majors that have fewer and fewer investors, fewer and fewer believers than Paris, than, previous majors. I would not be surprised to see these items rising in value. Some of these capsules, some of these holos, especially the rare stickers in them like the Lin Visions, the Kois, the teams that don't come back every major every year. So please make that note. Also, they've recently changed the qualifying structure of major tournaments. We're not going to see as many teams compete in the RMR qualifiers, which means it's going to be harder for teams to qualify. Because of that, some of the teams from Shanghai that qualified are most likely going to have a hard time qualifying for Austin. So take a look at some of the Shanghais now, or not now, but on sale. Wait for the Shanghai sale. Wait for prices to dip on the teams that are underrated, the ones that are found in the contenders capsule. Take a look at them, wait for prices to dip, and maybe start nibbling on a couple of them, put a little bit of money to work, because there is that chance that Austin becomes bordered, Austin has a different design, maybe a design that nobody likes, and then all of a sudden demand is switched back on towards Copenhagen, towards Shanghai, and these items start to run in value. It doesn't take long, chat. It's only an update. It could change everything. A single update could change everything, guys. So please, be aware of that. But again, don't feel pressure that you have to invest in Shanghai or Copenhagen or whatever. I would say wait for the opportunity. The price has to be right. Wait for dips and don't panic buy. Just wait. Wait. There's so many opportunities this year for profit in this game. So many different things you can invest in. You don't have to rush into an investment, especially if it starts taking off. Don't chase. Please, guys. If you take anything from this video, don't chase investments. Please don't chase. So with that being said, and the reason I like Copenhagen and Shanghai, not only because they're in people's minds because they're, more recent majors, I also like them because they have low supply. I think that very few people are going to invest in Shanghai. Very few people are going to be talking about Shanghai. So that's something to keep in mind. Don't necessarily avoid them. Just because nobody's talking about them. Because, like I said, there's always that small chance that an update from Valve, starts moving, the needle in their direction. So one more thing to, keep in mind. With that said, guys, if you're finding value from this content, please hit the like button, guys. I want to see more likes. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are learning something. You guys are getting inspired. That's my goal of these live streams, to help you guys out. And I would say this next rule, this number 6 that I want to hit on my list here, this one is the most important. Like I said, if you take anything away from this live stream, don't chase, but this number 6 is it's gonna get you your money's worth. Trust me. This is the most important thing, I think, for 2025 and beyond, actually. Write this down, guys. Look for opportunity in unknown items that are not covered by investment YouTubers and streamers. Items and investments that you won't find on Reddit, on forums, on Discords, etc. I think that this is going to be key going forward. Make your own investments. Don't follow the herd. Don't blindly copy other people. Don't just have your own mind, have your own opinion, and do your own research. Take everything I taught you, or everything I'm telling you in today's live stream, and apply it to yourself, and find your items. All right, find the item in Copenhagen that you really resonate with, or the skin that I didn't list in here, or something. Find something that isn't talked about, that has potential, something that nobody is talking about. That is where the true money will be in the next couple of years. I think it's gonna be very, very lucrative and profitable for people to do their own research. You can't just blindly buy a bunch of Shanghai capsules and expect a 3x, 4x anymore. You can't just blindly throw money at viewer passes and expect to become rich overnight. Those days are gone. Those returns are gone. You're not going to see you're not going to see Stockholm returns or Antwerp returns in 2025 from buying Shanghai. Those days are gone. Most likely. So do your own research, find your own investments, and yeah, just make sure that you have a reason and you know exactly why you're investing in something. Always, 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 before you invest in anything, whether it's skins, whether it's any asset class, know what you are buying and why you are buying it. That is super, super important, guys. Know what you are buying and know why you are buying it. Trust me, you will be a better investor and you will be better than like 90% of investors today. So keep that in mind. Don't chase, guys. There's so many things you can invest in, so many different assets, so many different items in CS2 that you can buy. So don't chase. You can get ideas from people. You can come to these live streams. You can join communities like Discord servers. I highly recommend you guys join my Discord server. We have a public Discord server. We have an investments channel for anyone to join and to, talk and spitball ideas. Highly recommend you guys join the Discord. Link is in the description. It's the community Discord, completely free. We have tons of investors, myself, Corn Pal, tons of others from our community that are very active in here. So if you want to listen in on some bigger fish, some people who have more money and skin in the game, join this Discord server and, start asking questions. I think the best thing you can do as an investor is to ask questions. Just ask questions. Learn. Learn, learn, learn. Learn by asking. So and I just want to not preface, but I want to say that doesn't mean expect us to spoon feed you results. That doesn't mean, hey Fano, here's $5, give me back $10. You know what I mean? This is not like I'm here to help you and to answer your questions, but try to be inquisitive is what I'm trying to say. Try to learn how to swim on your own, if that makes sense. Use this Discord to learn. Like, for example, this guy right here, Strap Up, not to call you out. What is the best AK to invest in? Vulcan is Rising More or Fire Serpent? Be the Monster and Case Harden. Which is the better investment? That's a fine question. If you had just left it as this first question, that is not a good question. But the fact that you clarified, you gave specific examples like compare the Vulcan, compare the Fire Serpent, Be the Monster, Case Hardened. Those are valid questions. So my answer to you would be you'd have to look at the charts. Fire Serpent has the most demand out of all of these. Actually, Case Hardened slightly with the pattern, but the fact that it's pattern based, not a huge fan of that. So my recommendation to you is, I think Be the Monster, since it's a collection skin, has more potential than a Vulcan, slightly less potential than a Fire Serpent, and Case Harden is probably the least one because it has so many different patterns that unless you buy a rare pattern gem, you're probably not going to see huge returns. So my recommendation, if I were to list this, would be get yourself a Be the Monster. Don't buy it just yet. Wait for the dip that I was talking to you guys about earlier in the stream. Wait for the dip. Wait for the FUD. Wait for them to, what's it called? Wait for them to extend the Armory for a couple of months. Wait for prices to start crashing and falling down and panic. Then buy yourself a Be the Monster when it's at a low. And I think that would be the best. You could also buy a Fire Serpent now, early, if you have the money. That's fine too. I have a slight preference towards the Be the Monster because it is cheaper than a Fire Serpent. So you can buy Be the Monster and you can buy other cases, other investments. So that would be my recommendation. And if I wasn't live streaming Strappa, I would have replied to you exactly the way I did. And if I didn't reply to it because I was busy, I'm sure Corn Pal or somebody else would have said something similar or maybe their own take. And again, guys, I could be wrong. I'm not a know-it-all. I don't know everything. And I do make mistakes. We're all humans. So that's why you should be asking questions and getting other people's perspectives and opinions in the community, other members. So please, utilize the Discord, utilize communities, have discussions. That's all I gotta say. Have discussions. With that being said, let me do a little bit of Q&A here in the chat. I know a lot of you guys were, okay. What crypto have you invested in, Fano? Follow me on X. I'll talk to you. I kind of don't want to like do it live on stream right now. A couple altcoins, not too much, mainly Bitcoin. Do your own research is the most important advice. Yes, 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 yes. Hey, Fano, I bought 800 Hydro Wave stickers. I think the blues will be more popular than the reds. Hydro Wave. These are good. Just expect that the prices may dip a little, so be prepared if the price does fall to buy more. That's all I gotta tell you. Is a Berlin 2019 a good investment? Depends on the team. If you, like, not every team from Berlin is the same. Some Berlins are gonna do better over the long run than others. You have to pick teams that look good, that have a good logo, or have a compelling reason why somebody's gonna pay more for them in the future. I have a couple ideas from older majors that I'm going to share with my Patreon members first, and then eventually I'm going to share it with the YouTube. So highly recommend you guys check that out. If anybody wants to get ahead of everyone, you can join the Patreon. It is our private Discord community. Link is in the description as always, private Discord and everything, but you don't have to. That's another thing, guys. You don't have to join these private communities. You can join public communities, you can join private if you want to take it to the next level. But yeah, Berlin, I like a couple from Berlin, but not everything from Berlin, if that makes sense. I think there are better... Honestly, chat, let me ask you guys this. Let's do a poll since we have like 85 of you guys in here. Let's do a poll, guys. Which ones do you prefer? Do you guys prefer Berlin? Or... See, this is perfect because we're going to get data. We're going to get data from real investors. Which major do you prefer looks better? Which one do you think looks better do you prefer in crafts? Berlin 2019 or Rio 2022? We're going to start a poll, chat. Vote in the poll. Please vote honestly, what you honestly think, because this is going to be research, it's going to be data, and we as investors, we need more data. We need to learn what people are thinking about, be honest. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of bias for some people. Some people may be investing more into Berlin than Rio. Looks like a 60-40 split right now. That's kind of expected. There's not a lot of demand for Rio, unfortunately. That's kind of sad. You have to be crazy to think Berlin is better than Rio. Yeah, I mean, I think Rio is really underrated, man. And that's actually making me kind of bullish on Rio. So I'm looking at this 60-40 and I'm thinking, I don't know, man. Rio might be a decent thing to start nibbling. I'm actually kind of surprised that people are picking Berlin over Rio. Some Berlin are better than some Rio. Here's the thing, guys. Berlin has this green tint to it, this green border that I don't like. And you have to be very picky with Berlin. You have to pick like very, very specific teams that have really unique logos. While Rio Hollows, I think like 9Z Rio looks really good personally. Hey Fano, what would be the best collection in the Armory long term? That's a hard question to answer. The one that has the most demand by the statistics and numbers is the Sport and Field, which is why I'm investing in it. I'm investing in Sport and Field because of the demand for the Fade and, you know, some of the other skins. But I also like Graphic for the low supply. But then I also like Overpass because they, like, here's the thing. Graphic is the most underrated, underappreciated, nobody likes it, low supply. Sport and Field, everybody likes it, people are buying it, a large supply. Overpass is somewhere in the middle between these two. So I like them all, honestly. But I'm prioritizing these two. Not as much Overpass, sadly. Hopefully I don't get, you know, burned by that. Are Prisma 2's good investments at the moment? Prisma 2's are alright. They're not bad. They have the Doppler talons, which are good, so I like it. Berlin foils, you can actually scratch them so they have no ugly background. That is true. Some of the Berlin foils are pretty underrated, and Berlin also has foils. Rio does not have foils, so you are correct. Yeah, Berlin has that advantage over Rio. It does have foils, and they're older too, so lower supply. So they're cheap, and they have low supply. So I do like Berlins, yeah. Maybe I'll have to do a little bit more homework on my Berlins. Hey, Fano, the thing is that Graphic has low supply and high-value skins. That's true. I do like Graphic a lot because of that, yeah. And like I said, guys, people may not like these skins, they may not like how they look, but the people that are buying these lower tier skins, they don't care about appearance. They don't care how these skins look. They only care about making profit, making money. They care about burning these skins in trade-ups so that they can profit from it, right? Like, nobody's buying a coral halftone to use in a loadout. They're buying it as an investment or as a trade-up fodder to use it in one of the 10 skins for a trade-up. So understand that, like, once the supply is cut, once they're discontinued, these items should rise with time. It's going to take time, obviously, depending on how long, you know, Valve decides to, like, you know, milk everything here. But yeah, overall, I'm a fan of this. What are your thoughts on the USP target acquired? It's a pretty good USPS, but I actually prefer a different one, and I'm gonna share with you which one. I prefer the train USPS. I prefer the whiteout, my guy. I actually forgot to mention this. So those of you that are sticking around towards the end of this stream, guys, that you're here, W's in the chat, you guys are here. 2021 train collection. One of the things that I predict will happen next year is I predict that there will be a train 2025 collection added to the game. I think they're gonna add a new collection later next year. I don't know when they're gonna add it, and they're either going to introduce it as a train package similar to the Anubis package. They're either gonna do that, or they're going to add train 2025 collection as part of the Armory. So when they replace these items, when they go in here and they replace graphic and sport, and they replace these with new skins, new items, one of those new items will be Train 2025. That's my prediction. So either way, we're getting new skins next year or this year. It's a bad habit. I gotta keep remembering we're already in the new year, chat. But yeah. So the reason I bring this up is because some of these like older skins, like the whiteout from the train, like, they're pretty darn good. They're gonna be like used in trade-ups over the years for guess what? A shiny Doppler, shiny emerald that looks really good on train. Guess what, chat? If they give us cash, it's a green map. For those of you that remember cash, this skin is gonna look good on cash. You best believe it. If you think we're gonna see cash next year or this year, get yourself an emerald or like it doesn't have to be an emerald. It could be like a different phase that has green on it. But keep that in mind, guys. All these things you should be thinking about as investors. What's the best phase? Emerald is the best phase. After Emerald, maybe like a phase 2 because it has a lot of green. Phase 3 is pretty good. Hey, Fano, I love the content. Do you have any Steam group I can follow? Steam group. I do have a Steam group. We're not terribly active on the Steam group, unfortunately, but I would say if you want to join a community, join the Discord. The Discord is where you're going to be more active. I do have a Steam group. It's not very active, unfortunately. Discord is better, in my opinion, than the Steam group, so I would recommend you join Discord, !Discord, or link is in the description, guys. But yeah, some of these skins here, like the Revolver Blaze or the Fizzy Pop, some of these lower tier Train 2021s, they should see a demand spike when we get a new train collection. When we get a confirmation that, like, we're getting new train skins and this collection is gone for good. I mean, it's pretty much already confirmed, but I still think that, yeah, these items should start running. Also, to keep in mind, the Alright Revolver Blaze, ladies and gentlemen. This thing right here. Imagine they buff the Revolver. Imagine the pros start using the Revolver next year, 2026, or this year, 2025. I don't care when. Revolver Blaze, not only is it an operation skin, not only is it a blue, it has lower supply than other skins in the collection. Like, it's gonna like start printing money overnight. I'm not saying buy a bunch of Revolver Blazes. I'm just saying maybe buying 1 or 2 and just holding on to it will pay you back dividends over the next couple of years, whether through natural growth, natural, you know, inflationary pressure pushing the price higher, or through artificial demand spurred on by Valve. Hopefully that made sense. And it's not just the R8 Revolver Blaze or just the R8. There are other skins that could see a potential buff in the future. Maybe they buff the FAMAS or the AUG or the SG or some other skin. Maybe they give us a new skin altogether. That'd be kind of cool, low-key. What overpass skins would you buy? From Overpass chat, the only skin I'm really interested in, actually there's 3 skins that I really like. Actually, no, that's a lie. 4 skins. There's 4 skins I really like. First of all, I think the Tilted is my favorite skin. I think it is super cheap. It is a light blue. It reminds me of one of the old Bloodhound Operation skins, the Midnight Storm, if you will. It has a very cool design, very cool color. I think it looks really good. I'm definitely going to pick one up in factory new, but I'm also going to buy a bunch that are going to be hopefully like trade up fodder and stuff like that. So Tilted should rise over the next several years. I'm a big fan of Tilted. This is my, my number 1 skin in this collection. After that, it's kind of hard to say which one is the best after that. I really like the M4 Wash Me. It is pattern based. If you can find one with a good pattern, I think that this is a good budget play skin. I think this is very good too. The Galil is fine, but not a lot of people use the Galil. But it is also pattern based, which I really love. So the Galil Metallic Squeezer, the M4, the Tilted is my favorite, number 1. And then obviously the AK, because it is the covert in the collection. I would say one of these 4 skins, 1, 2, 3, 4, pick your favorite. That would be my recommendation. There's tons, I mean, there's other skins in here, but those are mine. You asked for my opinion, right? Yeah, very funny, Holy. MP5 needs a buff. If you think the MP5 is going to get a buff, then start buying some of the higher tier MP5s in the game, which would be the Phosphor and the Oxide Oasis. Unfortunately, the Oxide Oasis is a collection skin that is very expensive. But if you think a buff is coming, then yeah, this skin would be pretty solid to take a look at. There's not a lot of MP5 skins in the game. When was it added? When was the MP5 added? Does anyone know what year it was added? I forget when they added it, but in any event, 2021. You think an AK Asimov is going to go higher? AK Asimov is an interesting one, chat. It is from, I believe, the Danger Zone case, guys. If you follow me, guys, if you follow me on X, I like to do like these tips, like daily tips of the day. And one of my tips was right here, yesterday's tip. Don't invest in case skins, especially skins from cases that were released after 2020. Do you agree or disagree? So the AK Asimov doesn't necessarily fit into this descriptor because it was released in 2018, I believe, end of 2018. But it is a case skin. And the fact that it's a case skin means that the growth is limited. It means that it probably will not rise as much as some other skins. Like, for example, you could take that money that you would have bought an Asimov, right? You can take that money and put it into, where is it? Into this AK, right? This crossfade. It will probably double in the next couple of years. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know when it will double, but I think it will most likely double, maybe even go higher than that. Meanwhile, an AK Asimov, I mean, could it double? It could, but it's unlikely. It has such a big supply, and it can't be used in trade-ups. It's a covert. So if you're purely looking at it from like an investment standpoint and a profitability return, like total return, I would say it's better to just go out after like investment skins. You can buy one Asimov as a play skin, hold some value, maybe grows over time, and that's fine. But don't put most of your money into these types of case skins. It will take a couple of years to double, maybe. Do you think the Op Fade is good? Yes, I do like the Op Fade. I'm gonna message you on Twitter. Think I have a good answer to your question. Yeah, guys. Also, please, like, interact with me on X, guys. Like, I'm telling you, I respond to everyone. So, like, if you have something, or almost everyone, I didn't respond to this guy. I don't understand, Fano. You say on various lives, gallery cases are a good investment. And now you say, don't invest in cases released after 25. I'm quite confused. Yo, bro, this guy has no comprehension, bro. Don't invest in case skins, especially from... I'm talking about the skins in the case, not the case itself, bro. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna reply to him, but more polite. I'll find a way to reply to him. But like, what I mean is case skins. I mean a skin that is found in a case, not the cases itself. The case itself is good investment. The skins in it are not as good, is what I'm trying to say. Reading comprehension, yeah, exactly. Who's the person that liked this tweet, by the way? But yeah, guys, leave your responses. This is another great resource if you guys are looking to for other investors. Follow me on X because I like to post investment content on X, and you're going to see other investors, other people that you can interact with as well. You want to talk to these people. You want to hear their opinions and reply. That's what I love about X and Twitter and social, and this particular social media, is because it is mainly text-based. It's mainly reply and knowledge. You get to transfer ideas and knowledge, which is useful as an investor. You want that advantage. You want to know more. You want to have an edge. A little bit of luck, if you will. Anyways, should I sell my black laminate karambit and invest in gallery cases? That would be the bold, risky growth move, but I wouldn't sell gallery cases. I wouldn't sell it just yet. I would wait, see if the karambit appreciates. I think the karambit appreciates in the near term. Meanwhile, the gallery case drops in the near term. After waiting a couple of weeks, couple of months, you sell the karambit and then move into gallery. That would be my strategy. Sell recoil and revolution cases and reinvest into gallery cases. That is one thing that you could do. Yeah, you could do that. I would not be against that. Hey, Fano, do you think that they will get rid of the new collection like Overpass? Yes, I do, Silver. I do think they're going to get rid of Overpass. That being said, though, the only problem with Overpass, not problem, but these Overpass skins will most likely be the skins found in the souvenir packages if Overpass gets added to the competitive pool. If we get Overpass souvenir packages again, we will see these same skins in those packages. Obviously, they're not going to be used in trade-ups. They're going to be different. They're not going to have the same supply, but they look the same, which may put a slight dampener on, demand or, just pure sentiment surrounding investors. But it shouldn't matter because they will still rise, in my opinion. I think they will still rise over the long run. What's your opinion on Vertigo 2021? I really think it's a rare collection that's pretty cheap. It has very low supply. Some people like Sparkles are big on the imminent danger. You could totally do that. Just understand that I think it has already appreciated some. You have to do your homework. You have to find the individual skins that are not terribly expensive and that people will want. What are your thoughts on Shanghai souvenirs as investments? Also, it won't go on sale on the stickers. No. It will go on sale. Oh, actually, no. The souvenirs will not go on sale. Only the stickers go on sale. There's not a huge supply of souvenir packages. I see that too, Snake Eyes. I see that too. I've already redeemed mine. Let me see here. Come on now. I've already redeemed 5 of my souvenir packages. I got all of them Mirage because I think they're going to get rid of Mirage next year. I could be wrong. I don't know. Even if I'm wrong, people still love Desert Hydras. Hydra, I believe... Wait, is this year the year of the snake chat in China? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, souvenir packages, I'll have to do more research on it and see if it's worth it. Let's see here. What do you think about the Huntsman knife? Because the case, probably the Tiger Tooth Marble Fades, will it rise? I think all of the old cases like Huntsman, Breakout, Glove, like I said earlier in the stream, guys, I think that they will rise as people start to flood out of Armory, out of other investments like Paris or borderless stickers. The people that aren't going to invest in Shanghai, they're going to probably invest more into cases. So I do think that, yeah, Huntsman cases, Huntsman knives, they should see a rise. I think that they're going to remove Vertigo. They'll probably remove Vertigo, but they may also remove another map too. You never know. They could remove 2 maps. Does it make sense to invest in collections as North or St. Mark? The only issue with North and St. Mark and Canals is they're already super expensive. Don't invest heavily into old, really low supply collections. Like Norse, Canals. Don't invest heavily. Keyword heavily, guys. You can buy certain skins from Norse or Canals or St. Mark, because obviously those collections are rare, they have really, really good high tier skins, but you have to understand that most of the growth has already been made, the money has already been made and locked in. Buying now, yeah, you're buying something stable that has room to grow, but not as much room to grow as something cheaper. So you always want to look into the future, man. You want to look at opportunity. Remember earlier in the stream when I said, like, buy the dips, buy when there's like lows in the prices. But don't people still want to get the Gungnir? No, absolutely. People still want the Gungnir. So there's nothing wrong with buying some of them. Just don't put all of your money into them is what I'm trying to say. You know, you can buy a couple skins, but don't buy too many, man. What sticker should I invest in from the Armory? I'll do a separate live stream for that ROM. I actually am planning on scheduling something in the future on like the best character stickers, the best elemental stickers. We're gonna do a deep dive, we're gonna do some research, and we'll do that in a future live stream. Do you have anything left from Paris? Nope, I am 100% out of Paris. I hit the Op Krakow. Should I hold on to it or should I sell it now? You have two options. You either hold on to it or sell it and move that money into either cases or the lower tier skins in the collection. Historically speaking, guys, the light blues and the consumer grades have done better than the more expensive skins in the collection. I brought this up yesterday, guys. And I'll bring it up again for those of you that were not in the live stream yesterday. Let me see if I can pull it up here. What channel did I pin it? Let me see here. I think it was, which Discord did I pin this in? Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second here. Where did I pin this? Damn it. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is so in this Discord here. And again, big shout out to Corn Pal with this data. So, for those of you that can't read or can't see it, it may be small, it says the Gungnir, its lowest price in 2021 was 5,300. Its highest price, or current price as of, New Year's, a couple days ago, 11,500. It did a 118% increase from low to high. The consumer grade from the same Norse collection, an MP7 Scorched. Very cheap, ugly looking skin, nobody cares about it. 2021, 41 cents at its lowest. A couple days ago, $5. 1,000+% increase. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to sell all of your Scorched, like all 500 or 1,000 of them for 1,000% gain. That's unlikely. You're probably going to sell slowly over the years at, at a 100% profit, at 200% profit. It's going to vary, right, over the years. But this is what I'm talking about when I say invest in some of the lower tier skins from these types of collections, as opposed to just going after the big shiny coverts. The only reason I'm buying like an M4 Fade, as you can see here in my inventory, or I'm buying like an Op CMYK, it's not because I'm gonna make a boatload of money from it. It's more so because, well, A, it's a play skin. I'm gonna be using this skin in my games. It's gonna look good. I mean, that's first and foremost. But it's also something that's in high demand, and you can still invest in items that, aren't going to double or triple or quadruple in value. It's just, I want to, how should I say it? I want to park some money into something that isn't as cheap and isn't as hard to sell, if that makes sense. So, putting all my money into light blues is probably the smartest thing to do in terms of growth, but it's going to take a long time to sell all of them. You're going to have to do a lot of mental, calculations and like keeping track of everything in spreadsheets. It's going to be a pain, quite frankly. That's why I kind of prefer cases, because they're all the same and they're very easy to sell in bulk. Skins, on the other hand, are a little bit harder, but they'll still make profit. So to answer your question, like, you can still buy some skins here, but look at my inventory, chat. Look at all of the skins in here in my inventory. What do you notice about them? Look at it. Look at some of these skins in these collections. Like, look at the collections that all of these skins are from. Look at this. The play skins that I use, they're all investments. They're all discontinued collection skins. They're all rare collections. I don't have many case skins. I really don't. There's very few. Like, most of the skins that I have equipped are investment grade, discontinued skins that are from rare collections, that are discontinued, low supply. So I still buy some of them, but I don't buy them to make a boatload of money. I buy them to, like, hold and hoard and store value, if that makes sense. I buy it as like a foundation, as a rock, because you don't want to put all your money into cases and then get nuked if Valve decides to, like, screw your investment. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to put all your chips on black or red or whatever. You don't want to put all your, you know, your money into one particular thing. Hopefully that makes sense, guys. Now is actually a good time to buy the CMYK. I think so too, man. How do we know how to detect these types of skins? That's the thing. It comes from experience, Venus. It comes from understanding how collections work, how operations work, understanding the different collections, like how old they are, and, you know, are they discontinued? Are they from cases? That's part of the research that I'm talking to you about. That's part of joining my Discord and asking questions and learning out, like, finding out which cases, or sorry, which skins are from which collection, how cases work, how skins work. The fact that you're asking me this question, that's actually a very good question. I'm actually thinking of doing a video series here on YouTube, just a complete beginner series for anybody interested, like, who's completely new to investing, completely new to skins, that, like, wants to learn about collections, about cases, about stickers, about majors, operations, about all these different events. How do you, like, learn and distinguish from them, different resources? Press 1 in the chat if you guys would watch that video. Like a full, like, playlist of videos back to back, because I really do think that you guys will find value from that. So yeah, like, Venus, I got you covered, bro. I will make that video series happen over the next several weeks. So if you guys do want to see that, I see a lot of ones here. Hit the follow button, or subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna invest in Huntsman collection skins and knives. Which skins from the Huntsman? See, another thing, Joao. Look. Some skins in the Huntsman case are not even found in the Huntsman case. I bet some of you guys in the chat didn't even know that. Like, if you look at the Huntsman case, guys, some of the skins are from the collection, but you can't actually unbox them. So if you look at, like, look at this. You can get a Cayman. However, if you search for, what's it called? What's that skin called? It's the, oh my god, I have it. It's the Orion. If you look at the Orion, it is also from the Huntsman collection, but it has a special note. This skin is no longer obtainable from the Huntsman weapons case. It was removed because of the creators that were involved in the M4 Howl incident. However, it remains part of the collection and you can still get it through trade-ups. This takes just experience. You have to know that information. You have to, like, understand that. So little things like that just comes from experience and just by asking questions. So, like, yeah, and look at this chat. Not to, like, flex or anything, but yeah, I have an Orion for that very reason. It's a rare skin from an old case. I think Huntsman cases are good. I like Huntsman cases. They're a little pricey, but ultimately they do, I do see them rising. If you look at their charts right here, guys, this chart is just looking mighty juicy. It goes up. This would have been a great time to buy early February. Now it's bounced back up. We will see. I think it may even go higher. So I'm not chasing it right now. It's not a priority of mine. If it goes down below $10, maybe I'll add. But right now, I have other investments on my mind. If you sell on third-party sites, do you get a 1099? I think you only get a 1099 when you cash out. So, like, that's actually, so you're like, I see what you're saying. So, like, if you sell skins and you have a balance, do you get a 1099 for that? That's actually a really good question. I'd have to consult my tax attorney. I don't usually trade skins. I invest in skins and I don't really cash out, so I don't have to pay taxes just yet. It's a good question. Very good question. But if you do, if you do deposit it into your bank account and it enters your bank, then I think you do have to report it, here in the United States at least. Don't quote me on it. I'm not a tax attorney. I'm not your attorney. So yeah, please, yeah, do your own research, and like, I'm not entirely sure. What do you think about capsules from the recent majors, bro? We can actually have that discussion in an upcoming live stream about Shanghai. I'm going to wait for the sale, and then I'm going to make my live stream and video on the best Shanghai stickers that I'm looking into. But we did talk about them earlier in the live stream. We did talk about, like, there may be potential in Shanghai later this year. Do you think Copenhagen capsules are a good buy now? They're very low at the moment. Simple 10x, baby. I talked about that too, Edward. Yeah. I do like Copenhagen. Wait, no. No, yeah, Copenhagen capsules I like. The only problem is it's a big if. A lot has to come down to Austin. So right now, I would not buy a lot, but wait for the sale. If you're going to buy Copenhagen, if you're going to buy Paris, if you're going to buy any stickers, wait for Shanghai. Wait for a potential sale. Like Lin Vision is pretty good, I agree. I just bought 12 heat treateds. I'm going to see how the market reacts. Nice. W heat treated. It's a great skin. What about stickers from the operation? I'll have a video on stickers, or a live stream on stickers in a few days. I like it a lot. Steven says USPS Orion is really good. Desert Warfare. Those are the discontinued skins from that collection that have been removed. Yeah, thank you, Steven. I appreciate that. Yeah. All these skins are pretty solid in terms of supply. The only issue is some of them don't have demand. Some of them do not have a lot of demand because they are cheaper skins. Couldn't you explain, like, all those skins from North or St. Mark? They are never can be returned, so how could it lower in price since you can't get those skins? They're still using crafts. What do you mean, how can they lower in price? Like, prices aren't just fixed, or, sorry, prices aren't determined just by supply. Prices are determined by demand and supply. So if you look at something like the Gungnir, for example, there is heavy demand. A lot of people like the Gungnir, and I agree with you. It's a great investment. It's a great skin. But that being said, if you look at its chart, it's not like it rises and then it falls. Demand falls. As you can see here, Counter-Strike 2 hype caused the demand to rise. Everybody wanted a very shiny high-tier skin for CS2. When CS2 officially came out and there was a little bit of a depression in skins, prices went down and demand went down. The supply didn't go up, demand went down. So your goal as an investor is to buy the skins that have the good fundamentals, the good supply at low prices when there's lower demand. And I think, yeah, investing in some of these older skins like the Norse collection is fine. Just understand that, look, it's going from 9,000 or almost 10,000, it's going to 11,000. So, like, yeah, you made $2,000 in a year, which is good money, it's good profit, but you probably could have made more money in cases. A case that went from, you know, 60 cents to $1.20. That's 50% gain. 9,000, 10,000 to 11,000 is not 50% gain. You see what I mean? Like, you gotta, like, weigh the opportunity cost, weigh the total return, right? In any event, hey, can you do a price check? Unfortunately, I do not do price checks, especially souvenirs. Those things are hard to price check. You can join my Discord server and post a screenshot of it. We can take a look at it offline. But yeah, most souvenirs, especially like newer ones, I don't do price checks because who knows, man? They're pretty tough. What cases would you recommend? There's a couple cases that I like. I actually did a YouTube video on them recently. I highly recommend you watch that YouTube video. It's right here. If you go to my YouTube channel, guys, To the Moon. Spoiler alert, I really like breakout cases. CS2 cases that I'm buying before 2025. Highly recommend you watch this YouTube video. I'm going to share it with you live right here just so that you can see it. I'm pasting it in the chat. Go watch this cases video. It will give you some good ideas on cases to invest in. The ones that I like. Again, don't just blindly copy me. Do your homework, do your research, take a look at some cases, some other cases, and make your own decisions. Thanks, I'm gonna go view it. Yeah, please do. What's your opinion on Spectrum 2 cases? They are a great case. Butterfly Doppler, that's all I gotta say. Butterfly Doppler, great case. CS20 cases are a good option. They are the only case that drops the wildfire skin. Yes it is. I haven't really done a lot of research on CS20 cases, unfortunately. They might be, but I don't know. I have to do more homework on it. CS20. Let's see here. It's a 78-cent case. 78-cent case. It's been rising over the past week. If you look at its chart, all-time high on Steam, about $1.20. Whoops. It's been rising, bro. You should have bought when it was in the 60s. In like mid-December. That's when you should have bought. Now it's gone up. They'll probably keep going, honestly. I don't see anything really that's gonna like push it down, so supply is alright. It has a rare classic knife, which is cool. Actually, it's the only case that has the classic knife. It also has the wildfire, like you said. It's not a bad case, but it doesn't have like Doppler knives. It doesn't have anything like super shiny that I talked about earlier in my stream. Those of you that were here since the very beginning, I talked about like fades and Vulcans that I think are gonna look really good in next couple of months. Can the revolver case hit $5? I think it can. I really do. What's your opinion on the Glock 18 Gamma Dopplers? I'm very bullish on them. I think they're gonna rise next year. Over the next year or so, they're gonna go higher. So anything from Train 2021, whether it's the USPS or the Glock, I'm a buyer, bro. Glock Gamma is a good investment long term. I owned a lot of Copenhagen Flames Hollows from Stockholm. They went down 40%. Sell before it gets worse, or do you hold? That's a tough question, my guy, Rusvo. You could sell half, just so that you don't get burned. But yeah, I would sell half, honestly. I might sell half, or if you have extra money to invest and you don't mind taking on a little bit more risk, you take your new money and put it into the newer stuff, the newer investments, and then you roll the dice, wait for the Austin major, wait for June, and see what happens with Austin, and yeah, just hold for a pump, hold for a price appreciation in June. Lumku, where have you been, bro? We've been live for like an hour. How you doing, dude? I would hold it, bro. It costs nothing just letting it go and sit in your inventory. You're not entirely wrong, but it does cost you something, TB. It's called opportunity cost. He could have taken whatever money he has left in that sticker, whether it's $50 invested in those stickers, whether it's $100 in that sticker, in those stickers, and he could take that money and put it into cases or something else in the market that will give him, you know, greater returns in the short term or in the long term. So there's always a cost for holding, for selling. There's always a cost, guys. It's called opportunity cost. What's the best investments right now? It's actually interesting that you mention it, guys. If you go to my YouTube channel, click on the live tab. First of all, we actually have a live stream we did 2 days ago, the top 5 safest CS2 investments. I gave you guys a really good breakdown of that. That was a very great video. But here are my best CS2 investment ideas for 2025. I'm gonna share this with you. If you're asking what's the best thing to invest in, Krabben, I would highly recommend after this live stream, go watch this YouTube video or this live stream. Just binge watch some of these more recent live streams. You're gonna get a better understanding of like where I see the market next year and what the best pockets are. What's the best new operation sticker? Do you like the biceps? I do like the biceps. Guys, we're gonna talk about stickers in an upcoming live stream. So if you're interested in learning more about like the best stickers to invest in, we're gonna do a little bit of research and we're gonna do a live stream in a couple days later this month on these stickers. So that's for an upcoming live stream. Why do you think Gamma Dopplers are going to skyrocket? For a variety of reasons, Curry. I already discussed them earlier in the live stream, but first and foremost, I think we're going to get a new train collection. The Gamma Dopplers are going to look great on new maps that are going to come into the game, new game modes. If they reintroduce Cache later this year or Cobblestone, the newer maps are going to look really good with those skins. Gamma Dopplers are rare. It's a covert in an old discontinued collection. I mean, it's a really good Glock skin. Also, if they add another Emerald or a Gamma Doppler M4 or a Desert Eagle or something new in the same family of skins, it's gonna cause demand to go up on even the older skins like the other Gamma Dopplers in circulation. So there's a lot of reasons why I really like them. What's your opinion on Krakow autographs for investments? You have to be very picky. Are you talking about the capsules or are you talking about individual stickers? Emerald Glock is the best Glock skin? Facts. 100% facts. Looks really good in Emerald. I just sold my Asimov for 2 Minimora Gamma Dopplers Glocks. That's probably a smart decision. Not bad, not bad. Hey, Fano, I just cashed out my inventory. I netted 5K. Would you jump back in or hold off until the potential dip that you're alluding to? Much love. Said, I would say... Okay, so you have 5K. You've cashed out everything. What I would recommend is I would definitely... Honestly, I would wait a couple more days. We have 10 days, guys. Wait 10 days for this item to get removed. Wait for this item to get removed. Wait for the Shanghai sticker sale to go into effect. Wait for these capsules to go on sale. See what happens to prices in the economy. See what happens to cases. See what happens to skins. See if there's any movement. And then that 5K that you sold, take some of it, not all of it, some of it, and put it into some cases that you really like. Some old cases, you know, Horizons or I don't know, Spectrums or whatever you like. Put some of that to work there, and then be patient and wait a couple of months, see what happens with Armory, see what happens with the prices of some of these collection skins, some of the gallery cases. Wait and see what happens to those prices and buy the dips. That would be my recommendation with that 5K. Rewatch this live stream, guys, if you came to the stream late and you want to like hear my prediction for next year. I already discussed it, guys. My voice is fried. I've been talking a lot today, guys, so unfortunately I do have to end the stream right here. But guys, before you go, hit the like button on this video, and please watch this next video here, this top 5 safest CS2 investments. I gave you guys some really good 5 like list of different items, different assets to invest in CS2. The safest investments. The best CS2 investments for 2025 is over here. Also, if you want to like learn about charms, we have the charms video. I will be uploading a very interesting investment opportunity video, not a live stream, in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're new here, guys, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 70K subscribers, big milestone, and obviously, guys, join the Discord and ask questions. I cannot stress it enough. We have a free public Discord. Link is in the description. Join. We have an investments channel, a trading channel, a skins and combos channel if you want inspiration for skins. We have a cool community of like-minded investors. It's completely free. Join the Discord. Let's talk offline. I'll see you guys next time. Next stream is in a couple days, probably on Saturday or Sunday. Sunday, probably. And yeah, much love, guys. 2025 is going to be a big year. Couscous, everyone. Have a good night.